Hey guys, welcome to part 4. So in the part 3 we have seen how to what is the layout of your UiPath Studio, what are the components and what you need to know about the studio. In this video we will creating our first application, first workflow. That will be a simple workflow which will show only hello world to the user. So let's start. Okay, so once you create your project, you will see these screens you have already seen in the last part. Here, our requirement is say hello. So just pop up a message to the user saying hello. To do this, let us first see there are some container activities. So I have already told you, activity is something whatever you do in UiPath. Now let us drop a sequence activity. Okay, you can drop it by two ways. You can double click in the sequence by this, or you can drag a sequence and put it in the box. Let me delete it first, then drag it and drop it here. Okay, so sequence when sequence activity is needed, suppose you know the flow of the workflow, just like first one the step one will happen, then second step will happen, then third step will happen. In that case we are using sequence. I will be taking you through the through all depth things, but not now, in future parts. So for now just think that it's a kind of container activity which can contain other activities. In the right hand, if you select here, if you see the names, sequence is written here and here. Let us and if in the last video I already told you all, these are in the right hand side, this properties window basically uh, the way to configure this particular activity. Now let us change in the name of this one and sequence and see what happens. I will type hello sequence. So once you click outside, you can see it here. The name, when I changed to hello sequence, it automatically reflected here. Now we just wanted to show the user hello world message. To show a message to the user, what we do, like it's a message, then you will type message. Yes, so here you'll get the message box. See, here it is showing two type of message box. Okay, so one is in the system dialog and message box, another is program log message. I'll be going through all those debugging and programming later, not now. You can drag this one here and drop it here, and you can search this particular activity by going to in the search bar. Otherwise you can go it, let us minimize all our activity, then we'll check um, and click the available activity, then we'll go systems. In the system you have to go to dialog. So this particular tree you have to travel to get this one activity. So the easier way to do it is go to search activity. If you know the activity name, at least some part of the name, then type it, it will give you, and from in the below you can select it. Now yeah, I will select one message box and I will drag it and drop it here on the message on the inside hello sequence. You can see there is a blue symbol here. You know what does it mean? It is saying there is some validation error, which validation error. So if you will not fix this validation error, then it will not go to the second level. That means it will not run the particular workflow. And if you see the outline window here, we are already in the message box, so it's displaying message box, and this message box is inside hello sequence. So inside the hello sequence, so it is showing in the tree kind of structure. Now how to see, you can see the tooltips also. I forgot to show you that. Here it is there. If you see, it's showing value for required activity argument text was not supplied. So the problem is the text is not supplied. So let us go, if you select this one, then in the right hand side, see, now I selected hello sequence, so it is showing only properties related to that sequence. So once I will select this one message box, it will show you many other properties which you can set. Okay, so as this particular text is saying the text is missing, we'll type some text text here. For writing any text, you have to put the double colons. Then inside that you have to write hello world. That's it. Once you click it, now if you see, it's gone. Okay, so if you see which property it's set, uh, just click on the select the activity. If you see here in the content section, it is saying hello world. So from this you can imagine there are two ways you can set it. Here directly you can put it, this is the mandatory field, whatever is there, it appears here, and it appears both here also. So you can set those values from here or here. So this is almost every workflow. Our workflow is ready. Now you have to run it. So run it, and you can't see any uh, blue symbols in here. So that means the workflow is valid. We can run it. Let to run the application, you have to do like you can do it in two ways. One is the shortcut key. By clicking F5, you will run it from the keyboard. Otherwise, you can come here and select F5. So now let us go by this, and I will click F5. Okay, so you can see it, whatever we wrote it there, now it is displaying hello world with a OK button, and we can cancel it. Now we will cancel it. Once you cancel it, the UI Studio will come up again. If you run it, then it will hide the UI Studio and it will show you all your details, like whatever program details. So now it is in the running state and it is in minimized state here. Okay, so now click OK. The program is terminated. Now UiPath Studio is coming. But the problem here is, suppose there is a requirement came in and your manager come to you and ask this particular program will display hello world with some username. Okay, so whoever is running that application, or whoever anybody, we can show his name. So what we will do, suppose it's a xyz person, so it should show as a xyz. In that case, what we will do, we'll modify the screen and we'll type xyz here. That's it. Save the particular project from here, or Control S, then run it. Now you can see here it's showing hello xyz. But the problem here is when the next people come in, suppose tomorrow the manager will say whoever is running this program, it will ask to input his name, and it will show a hello world with that his particular name this way. So to ask a user, there is an activity called a dialog activity. Okay, it's an input dialog which will use as a, okay, so it's an input dialog which you can use it as a ask the user to input something. It's an input dialog basically. So it will come up as a pop-up and it will show you what to do. So now let us see, let us run it and see what happens. Okay, so first it is showing hello world xyz, then okay, then you can see it here. This is the box where we can type it, and this is the OK button where we can click OK. But if you see, there is a problem. The hello world xyz is showing first, then it is asking for the user input. But this should not be the case. This should be the input dialog should be in the top. So do you know what happened right now? Let me tell you. If you see this path, it's saying we are in the main page, then in the hello sequence input, inside that there is a activity called input dialog activity. So if you want to move it to some other activity or main activity directly, you have to click on that, and surprisingly it will come to there. Okay, so coming back to our original issue, we should show the input dialog box before this message, display message. Just you have to drag it and put it in the top of in the above the message box. Now let us set some of the properties as it is saying title and level. Title will be user, user title. Okay, and okay, so again, see, these are the symbols again it present in the workflow. What does that mean? It means there is something wrong with this workflow, and with particular that input. That means okay. Here, so let us see what exactly the error. Here, if you see, it's written that compilation error encounter processing expression user title end of the expression expected. Okay, so we'll put it. Okay, the problem here is it's expecting a string from us, but I am putting it some normal way, so it will be it's a kind of error and it will not work. Let us put it like in input, and see here, as soon as we changed it, like I put it in the double quotes, it it was completely vanished. It was not there. It is not there. So now if it is a label text, let us put in the label text input user name. Okay, this part is done. There is no validation errors. It's everything is clear. Now we can save it. Just click F5 to run it. Okay, so if you see, it's minimized here. Okay, here, so you have to just click it to open that input box. See, when the title we set it here is appearing in the title bar, in the title bar, that is input, and the text we put it for label, it's coming here, input username, and it's the OK button. Now let us put suppose put as a John. Okay, so let my name is John. Okay, let us click OK now. If you okay, what's the wrong? If you see, even though we put the name as John, XYZ is displaying. Why is it so? Okay, so this much for this video. In the next video, I'll be telling you why, what happened, what is the wrong with that, and how we can fix it. For now, this much. Thanks for watching.